Yo, this is Innuendo. Follow me on Twitter at Innuendo Music UK. You might have seen me on Jump Off, Don't Flop. I'm going to talk about battle rapping and battle rappers now. So, I don't know which order they're in. These are the people who I picked. These are my favourite 20 battlers in the world. There's 10 international, 10 UK. And I don't know what order they're in. I'm going to say a little quick thing about them and put them up. So, who we've got first is one of my close mates and a fucking hilarious battle rapper. So, we've got Definition. He's from Newcastle. He's funny as fuck. He's versatile. He can do pretty much anything. And you know, I had a gig in Newcastle. I was gonna stay in his house. I stayed out and partied. They gave me his address. I got in a taxi, went to his house. Didn't have enough money for the taxi. I had an argument with the taxi driver. The taxi driver drove off with all my stuff. And like Definition's mum put me to bed, made me a sausage butty, and his sister gave me a Diet Coke, so he'll always be in my top 10. I love you, Definition, legend, amazing battler. Next up, we have got Conceited from America. I'm not even really sure where he's from. I think somewhere in New York. He's just a fucking legend, like all-round legend. Wordplay, comedy. He's been involved in some serious classics. Like, he's just done a lot for the scene. He's been on loads of different leagues. He did Grind Time, URL, and he's just someone who I just enjoy watching. I think his wordplay bars are just second to none. He's entertaining. His delivery's brilliant, you know, and he's dead short as well. And like, I think like when people use short jokes and that, he plays on it and stuff. And Conceited there. Right, next up we've got Lunacy. What can you say about Lunacy? He comes to Don't Flop. He done a few battles. He gained an incredible fan base. Famous UK rappers was tweeting his stuff, and he blew up. And now you see him like releasing, you know, really good music. Very rated in, like, you know, the SBTV, One Extra, Charlie Sloth style type of music. You know, he's done a fire in the booth, and he's one of the few people who've done what every rapper wants to do. You know, I didn't start battling because I wanted to be a battler. I wanted to be a battler so people are listening to me fucking music, and very few people get that opportunity, and he's done it well. I think, you know, if he ever come back to battling, it'd be interesting, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen because I don't think he needs it. Next up, Swave Sever, fucking legend. His dad's got one arm. Swave Sever, man, what can you say? He's just brilliant. He rolls with immortal technique, legend. Next up, fucking Don Daddy Kruger, like one of the best UK battlers. He's done it, he's been around everywhere, he's had classic matchups, and he's just very, very good. His style just translates so well to all audiences, and he's enjoyable to watch. After that, Arsonal. He's been doing it from day, the Lions Den performances, Arsonal vs Hollohan, all rappers just love that if you're a battler, amazing. The only thing with Arsonal, personally, I stopped enjoying his battles with URL for about 2 years. I think he kind of fell off a bit in that, you know, just gun culture, gangster bars and that. I just don't think he translated that well, but when he come and battled Shotty in England at Don't Flop, incredible performance and just a classic that you could re-watch over and over. Next, right, Shuffle T. He's new. I've only just got onto him recently. Middle class, posh, plays on it. Brilliant lyricist, technically gifted, and just a joy to watch. Like his fucking battle at Don't Flop yesterday against Marlowe was one of the funniest things I've ever seen, and he's a really nice lad as well. I spoke to him yesterday for the first time. Got a lot of time for him. Keep doing your thing, and hopefully we'll get to battle at some point. Right, up next we've got Holohan. Amazing, aggressive style, funny. He can mix wordplay with bars, but his delivery is his best thing. He's boss. Now I've only got to get 10 on the board, so I need to start fucking people off who aren't in my top 10. So sorry, Shuffle T. Like, I know you're new, and I said you're really good, but you're not going to be on the board. You're not making me top 10. Swave Sever, he's boss, but he's not in my top 10. Lunacy didn't do enough battles, and you know, some of his performances get millions of views, but I think even himself, he'd probably say he could have performed better on certain battles, like the Lunacy, the Uno Lavis one. He did have stumbles and stuff. I would have liked to see more of his battles, so sorry, you're not in my top 10 worldwide. Neither's Definition. Fuck off, Def. Okay, now back in with it. Archaic, fucking, he started this shit before I ever done a battle. Like, people look up to me like, oh, he's battling made up. That's what I was doing to him in like fucking 2006, and like, you know, he's still doing it now. It took him a while to make the transition from like, you know, freestyle to writtens, but once he did it, he was good, do you know what I mean? And he's a pioneer of the game, so got lots of love for Ark, and he's smashing Steph, so it's right. Real deal, boom, amazing. He's done loads of leagues all over the world. He's just a bard, he's a good rapper, his music's good, he's a good rapper, and that's all you need to be, do you know what I mean? So I've got a lot of time for Real Deal. Next up, we've got Shotty Horroh, the boy at the minute. He's the one to beat at the minute, you know, worldwide. He's doing a lot. I've known Shotty for time. His music's sick. He's one of me boys, and he's just, I think he'd be in most people's top 10 at the minute. His delivery and his personality in battles is amazing. I think even Shotty will say himself, in every performance he's ever had, although he's won pretty much everything and been amazing, he's stumbled or choked in his third, and he's always got away with it. His freestyles have been good and he's come back hard. But I think, you know, even himself, he'd probably say he needs to get these third rounds out and, you know, start taking some serious heads, which is what he's doing. So big up Shotty all day. Right, next, Dumbfounded. Who remembers him? Everyone's forgetting about this guy because, you know, he's got a successful music career, so he's fucked off battling is right, well done, that's what we all want to do. But Dumbfounded is literally one of my most enjoyable battlers to watch, and he always was. Against PH, them fucking old jokes, you know, these old jokes don't get old, but you do. It's just comedy, brilliance. He's fucking boss. Tony D, that's me boy right there. Check my album Spill Ting, Tony D features on it. He's an actual rapper, do you know what I mean? Man was killing it with Poisonous Poets for years. You know, he's getting on a bit now, aren't you, Toe? But at the end of the day, he's just, since I've watched his first battle, the way he translated from being a good rapper who makes, you know, good music, like just a boss battler, and you know, he's the Don't Flop champion, deservedly so. Right. Holohan, another one, same as Dumbfounded. Who remembers him? He looks like he's wearing one of them things, doesn't he? You know, with the glasses and the nose you get from a joke shop. But like, the way he played on being Jewish and stuff in his battles, and he wasn't necessarily what you expected from a rapper. His music's brilliant. I bump his albums, do you know what I mean? He's a very, you know, Brown Bag All-Star, shout them out all day. Holohan was like one of the best. You know, I know he stopped battling now, but he was one of the best. So really enjoy watching his older battles. Okay, Johnny Storm, just an all-rounder, that's why I like him. It's a bit like myself, whereas we can do a bit of everything. He can be fucking hilarious, he can do bars, he's got flows, he's an actual rapper, his freestyle game, his flips, you know, he's got a bit of everything, which is what I think most rappers need, rather than just rely on one trait. Okay, sick, but he does too much with like his face and shit, you know what I mean? He's a little bit of a pretty boy in that, but other than that, he's sick. Okay. O'Shea, Scouse, fat, good at rapping, that's about it, like, boss at battling. He's kind of like pushed the UK scene to some next level, and you know, that is a lot down to him where everything's gone, especially with Don't Flop and that, so he's boss. How many have we got on the board now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, I need to get some people off, sorry Archaic, but you're going over there. Johnny Storm, go over there. O'Shea, go over there, but I'll leave them there for now. Right, next, Dizaster, fucking boss, really nice guy, met him. I'd say like his last couple of performances haven't been as good. I think like the last year before that, he'd done more battles than anyone. He was the most active. His freestyle game, he travelled the world with like minimum bars and killed people with amazing freestyles and flips. He's just he's just an all-rounder. He loves the culture, he pretty much epitomises it, and he's been involved in a lot of classics. But I will say, the last couple of battles I haven't enjoyed as much, but Dizaster is very fucking good, as everybody knows. Yo, so next up we've got Tenchu. Everyone wants to see him come back, myself included. I don't know what happened there. You know, he's just an amazing lyricist, the way he puts words together like multis and that. I mean, his bars on music are good, his fire in the booth was amazing, he's just a sick rapper, a safe guy. He was so good at battling, his freestyle game's next, and you know, we've done well on the jump off, but I would like to see him back in the written leagues. So please come back, Tenchu, everyone misses you, you're fucking really good at what you do. Got 11 on the board, I need to get rid of one out of that. who's not gonna be in it. It's fucking hard, it's so hard. Real deal. Just cause I like comedy, and obviously his bars are incredible, but I don't think he does as much funny shit as the others, and I like watching the comedy style. So I think that's 10 on the board at the minute. Who have we got next? We've got Big J. Right now, there's a story behind me putting him in here. People will be like, why is Big J in there? And he probably thinks it himself. He's not going to make that board. He's going to go straight over there. The reason is, people take the piss out of him because he's not as technical. And yeah, he doesn't use multis, neither did Tupac. He's fucking good at what he does, and people don't realise that to make a room full of people laugh and to have people pressing pause on YouTube because they're laughing that much is just as hard, if not harder, than writing all of these amazing schemes that these do, you know, 16 bars of multis with sick punchlines. He doesn't do that, but man said, your left cheek is jealous because your right cheek got the new iPhone 5. Now that is just funny, lad. I had to pause it and stop, and I've only watched, like, recently got onto him, but I met him for the first time yesterday. He's a safe guy. Keep up doing what you're doing, and don't listen to people like MA. MA was never any good anyway. I mean, you might be, everyone likes you because you're judging and that. You were never that good, so don't down other people when you're judging. Don't be nasty about them. Don't tell him he should never battle rap again. You realised you should never battle rap again. I don't think you're going to battle rap again. He can keep doing it all he fucking wants, and I said that, so fuck off. Right. Oh, this is my favourite of all time, last. Favourite battle rapper of all time for many, many classics, and just his all-round game. He will have you crying with laughter with some pointless, stupid bars that are just so entertaining, or his rapping ability and the way he puts things together, the skills that he's got with, he doesn't even do as much wordplay as the others, I wouldn't say. I think it's just bars that are really good to watch, and the way he constructs them, he's got a better flow than a lot of the others. And my favourite battle rapper ever, I've got to take someone off of this. I'm sorry, Kruger. I'm sorry, Kruger. You're very, very good, but you're just not in the top 10. My favourite battle rapper, let's move Dumbfounded down here. These aren't in order, 9, 8, fucking 7, whatever. But my favourite battle rapper is Pat Stay. There's nothing else you can say about him, man. King of the dot, true champion. Pat Stay vs Holohan is probably the best battle I've ever seen. I've watched it so many times. Everyone in this world deserves to be there, I think. And you know, just imagine like fucking if you got all of them to battle each other and shit, it'd be fucking boss. So that was really hard enough to think of the 20. I've just had to work me 20 into the top, into my favourite 10. Now this has pissed me off because I didn't know I was gonna have to do this. I've got to put me 10 in order. Now this, don't pay attention to what I actually say, because this is off the top of my head and it's not what I might think tomorrow and that, so because it's so hard. So I don't know what order these are in. Okay, so we have got Tony D, just a legend, like I say, but because I know who's in the rest of the thing, he's not going to be up here. He's going to be in the lower half somewhere, but he's still a beast, don't get me wrong. He's a fucking, you know, he's a don. His bars are amazing, you know, comedy, jokes over bars like a comedy club on top of a pub, that are fucking amazing. So he's going to be about here. He might get moved, you never know. Next we've got Shotty Horroh. Now this isn't saying I think Shotty's gonna beat Tony. I'm just saying, as who I prefer to watch, Shotty probably does just edge it for me. But them two, that I don't flop. On June the 8th title match, that is where it's at. Do you know what I mean? That could go either way. But Shotty's gonna make me top 5. And it's not even because he's my boy, it's just I think so many people have changed their deliveries recently to sound like him. And you know, you shouldn't be biting styles, but I think his delivery is just second to none. Like Tenchu, probably one of the best freestylers I know, other than, you know, people like Dotson that are good freestylers. Tenchu's freestyle game is fucking ridiculous, and his bars are good as well, and I enjoy his music. But battles wise, I prefer Tony D. Tenchu's, as much as I like him, he's just made the top 10. Soul Khan, just watch his battles and it speaks for itself. Like, he's just fucking, he was just one of the best. I think he's gonna be there. He's just one of the best, like really good. I'd love to see him come back. I don't reckon it'd ever happen because, like I say, he's got a successful music career. His music's dope. And I don't even use the word dope when I'm saying that. Dope is a shit word, stop saying dope. If you say dope, you're a dickhead. Right, Holohan. boy, if there was anyone I could battle in a 2-on-2, I think me and O'Shea together against Holohan and Pat's Day, we'd probably fucking lose badly, but that'd be my ideal, you know, to battle them, and he's at least 3M, just fucking incredible, like, love to watch his battles, and him and Pat's Day is my favourite battle ever. Next, Conceited, genius, just genius, like, he was one of the first people who I just really got the feel for wordplay about, who did it right. Outside of battling, I'll be honest, I don't really rate his music, not as a rapper. I think these people here, better music and that, but this is a battling thing. I'ma probably put him 6, but he's been involved in classics, he's a G. Dizaster, like I say, you know, if you'd asked me last year, Dizaster's there for pretty much everyone, like he'd done more battles than anyone last year, and he killed every fucking one of them. But I weren't really feeling the Poe Rich battle, like, you know, I think Poe Rich won, and, you know, I wasn't feeling the, you know, the whole buying bars thing with Arcane. I think Arcane won, like, although I'll admit, I bet everyone on this list has took a bar off someone. They might not have paid for it, but someone will say something to you, be like, oh, that might work for someone. Every battle rapper in the world has took and given a bar. For the last 2 years, I've heard bars in Don't Flop that I've given people. I gave people bars and they used them. I didn't charge them, but I didn't make it public. Dizaster's spat bars that were in his own before. He can't say he hasn't. Everyone's took a bar at some point. So, you know, buying them's different. Arcane shouldn't have done that, but I just think the whole thing flopped. But I'm gonna move people around now, and I'll probably put him there. Dizaster. No, can't do that. Do you know what? Actually, probably Soul Khan there, and Dizaster there. That's alright, that's alright. Right, Pat's Day. I told you this before, there's nothing else I can say about him. There's nobody else I prefer watching. Whenever his new battles go up, I love it. I love how nasty he can get, although it's cringy to watch when he's saying that shit about fucking Marv One's autistic brother and that. It's bad. But then the next battle he had, he brought it up again and saying, you know what I mean? And it's the way he plays on his previous battles, and the best thing about him, he's a judge. He knows what people think of him, and he can judge a crowd so well. Like, he knows, and not just the crowd who's there, the battle community. Pat's Day knows what to say at the right time. He knows what people think of him, and he'll play on it. And that's why I think he's a genius. Like, he's so good. And he was killing it before King of the Dot, you know what I mean? He was an inspiration for Holohan and these other people. Like, before King of the Dot, he was still killing it. Arsenal, like I say, for a long time, maybe 2 years, I wasn't feeling anything he did, and, you know, he took a couple of bad beatings, like, you know, the Hitman Holler battle and Calico, do you know what I mean? But just for the way he was against Shotty and his older battles, you know, I've not put Holler the Don in there. He's someone who I forgot in my top 20. I'll be honest, Holler the Don would have made the top 10. I completely forgot about him when I was picking. So, do you know what? It would be probably Holler the Don second, just because he's fucking incredible and I want to see more battles from him. So apologies to Hollow, not that he's ever going to watch this or be asked what I think of him. And Dumbfounded, like I said before, we just stick in there because he was asked about the thing, but watch Dumbfounded's older battles, like, he's just a funny guy. So that's me top 10, probably not in the right order, and I definitely would have put Holler the Don in there. There's probably other people who I forgot as well, but I think most people would agree with the top 5. Maybe a couple other people mixed in, but I don't think anyone could say these wouldn't be in someone else's top 10. So I'm happy with them. These two are a bit of a blast from the past. Conceited needs to be a bit more active in my opinion. I don't think he does enough. I know the battles he does do are all classics, he picks them wisely, but I'd like to see more battles, and I want to see Tenchu come back. And good luck to Tony D and Shotty for, you know, the most prestigious thing you can win in UK battle rap. You know, everyone wants that title, so good luck to everyone. So I've been Innuendo, that was me top 20, top 10, just bigging up a load of other battle rappers. I definitely wouldn't put myself in the class of any of these, to be honest with you. So follow me on Twitter at Innuendo Music UK, follow at Rap Gladiators, follow at Jump Off TV UK, shouts to Don't Flop, big up all the other smaller leagues who've, you know, made me welcome for the last 2 years when I had nowhere to go. I was homeless, you give me a roof. So yeah, thank you for listening, peace!